Hello guys. Today, we will be talking about some SpongeBob scenes that have been cut in the final release. For now, we will be starting with the first season. Help Wanted is the 1997 pilot and first episode of SpongeBob, premiered in May 1, 1999. The differences between the pilot and the episode is that the start of the pilot, sound effects of seagulls and waves crashing plays, as the track Glissando, A, plays in the background. In the episode, the title card shows up in the sound effects and the music is gone. Here are the differences between the 1997 pilot and the 1999 episode. When the track Live In and the Sunlight Love In and the Moonlight plays for the last time and the end of the pilot episode, the episode abruptly cuts to black as the track still plays. Meanwhile, in the 1999 episode, the episode still continues until the final note of the song. Take a look at the differences between the pilot and the episode.
What would you like to order, Patrick?
One Krabby Patty, please.
Mr. Krabs! Mr. Krabs! Mr. Krabs, come see our new employee! What would you like to order, Patrick?
One Krabby Patty, please.
Mr. Krabs! Mr. Krabs! Mr. Krabs, come see our new employee!
Those were the differences that I was just talking about. Also, I should note one more important difference between the episode and the pilot. Here it is.
I'm ready! I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Go, SpongeBob!
I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
SpongeBob SquarePants!
There it is. I'm ready! I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready.
Go, SpongeBob!
There it is.
As you can see, there was a short intro in the pilot after Patrick falls down from his rock. Whereas the episode completely removes it. Probably because the episode had a title card and the credits had already appeared. In the storyboards, when SpongeBob says today's a great day, Gary, there was a cactus in front of Gary, and then SpongeBob pats him, and Gary eats the cactus instead of meowing. This was cut for unknown reasons. I can't think why. There was also multiple errors and changes in the end credits, but since we are talking about deleted and cut scenes, we won't be talking about that. Tea at the Tree Dome is the third episode of the series, and the first episode to be produced in 1998. The differences are that there was a different title card for it that went unused, that was found in the PlayStation game Super Sponge Asset discs. There was an unused shot during the I Don't Need It scene, which is a close-up shot of SpongeBob's mouth, but for some reason, it went cut. Probably because Nickelodeon thought it was SpongeBob's. There are also some unused cells that would have been used for the scene where SpongeBob first discovers a jellyfish. So far only 4 of these exist. Bubble Stand is the 4th episode, airing July 17, 1999, after Help Wanted, Reef Blower and Tea at the Tree Dome. Apparently, the bubble that went inside Squidward's house was originally going to be a tugboat, instead of an elephant. Since the episode's first airing, a portion of the scene where Squidward plays his clarinet weakly at the end is cut due to it cutting to black in the episode, but in all Nicktoons USA and Nick at Night airings and international airings keeps that portion. Jellyfishing aired after Bubble Stand and Ripped Pants, making it the 6th episode of the series. There is an unused shot of the outside of Squidward's house. Who knows what that could have been used for? Plankton is the 7th episode, B-sided with jellyfishing. The episode is also the first appearance of the antagonist named after the episode. There were 2 unused shots that was supposed to be in the scene when Plankton enters inside SpongeBob. The first image is the inside of his holes, which looks like a null, and the second being his normal bed instead of the bed used only for this episode. Pizza Delivery is the 10th episode of the series, A-sided with Home Sweet Pineapple. There are 3 different backgrounds that went unused that were supposed to be after the zoom in of the Krusty Krab scene, which would be at the start of the episode. One of them seems to be a neon sign saying we're closed, and the other would also be neon but saying we're open. Something tells me these were used for them flickering like a broken light. The other one is the clock of the Krusty Krab, which would have been used after those neon signs seen. At least that's what I think. Home Sweet Pineapple has an interesting unused shot, which is SpongeBob's stairs, which would have been used when SpongeBob runs down the stairs as the nematodes eats his house. This might have been used the scene between SpongeBob yells oh no as we see a shot outside of SpongeBob's house being shrunk, and the scene where SpongeBob and Gary manages to get out of the tiny door. Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy had 2 unused paintings. One is an unused painting of a cherry pie, and the other is a donut on SpongeBob's hand, that were cut for unknown reasons. Squeaky Boots, my favorite episode personally of season 1, had one scene that was shown in the 1996 Pitch Bible, but not even cel animated. The scene is that SpongeBob used the boots like an instrument, impressing the customers. At the end also had a deleted scene, where Mr. Krabs buys the boots from SpongeBob at an expensive price. There's also a deleted cell but its use for a scene is unknown. Opposite Day had an unused shot of the Bikini Realty, which was meant for an establishing shot. Fun. In the scene where Plankton says so what happens after we eat em and SpongeBob saying you don't eat em, they were originally going to say so what happens after we shoot em as Plankton fake recoils the net and SpongeBob replies with you don't shoot em. And the last one is Employee of the Month, where there was a scene where Squidward is tied onto a plate and having an apple in his mouth like a turkey as SpongeBob runs around while wearing a pilgrim hat, and another one where SpongeBob is trapped in a cornflakes. There is a storyboard version of the Squidward turkey in the SpongeBob Pilgrim and the finalized colored versions of both of them. This is Sponge Guy Random Pants to tell you. See ya next time and I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Please like and subscribe.